New video time, and finally we're into the club car. If you came to the cruise on the weekend, you would have seen it, and you can get a kind of a gauge of where we're at with it and what needs to be done. But I'm glad it's in here. It was a dog to get in here. I'll show you a little bit of the video now, but I'm gonna go full send on this. We're gonna start getting into it. Stuff like this guards need to be replaced and all the rest of it, but jack it up and see what we can see. Let's come here. The Lolo. Oh, shit. Hey, just a little bit more and then just run the wheel bit straight there. Yeah. So before we jump into this video, I'd just like to thank everyone that showed up to the cruise last weekend. It was a massive turnout, and it was unreal. We were stoked. The generosity of everyone was insane. We raised quite a bit of coin for this, and I thank everyone for their donations. You guys rock. Yeah, let's get into this video. Okay, so now that we've got it off the ground, what I'm going to do is we're going to take all these wheels off. I believe these wheels aren't staying with this car. We've got, what have we got? Over here, we've got some black modgies. So I think the back ones are a lot wider. But anyway, so these wheels need to come off anyway because I need to sort out these brakes. It has none. So we'll sort all that out. That guard still needs to come off. I'll see how the other guard is tracking, but we'll probably take that off. Once I get the wheels off, I know there's a lot of people who asked me about the rear suspension in this and what it looked like and all the rest of it. I'll show you. Okay, just gone and got the wheels off, and yeah, so what the problem is with these brakes is we only have one of these. I'm pretty sure someone may have another one. I might be able to get my hands on one. But as for the drums themselves, they seem to be pretty complete. All the springs are in there. These are all in there. The pads are in there. Pads, yeah, they're all right. Rear suspension. So they are an adjustable. Pretty sure that's factory. Those brackets off the diff, and yeah, it's just had a little bit cut out here, just for clearance for those springs. But seems to work fine. And it does mount up to the factory shock position. So brakes, so I have got them both off. They're both complete, but I just need the drum cover for this side. Now the fronts, just missing some pads, and these will need to clean up as well, but that one's a bit tight. May have to look at the wheel bearings too. So I need to pull these calipers off, get some new brake pads for it, and just sort out all these lines and give it a bleed up, and then that will solve that problem. Now on the inside, the rear brake is actually running through this. This is coming out, so I believe I'm getting a ball joint type deal, ball tap, something like that, and we'll plug those lines into that, get rid of this, and then we can have rear brakes on or off, so that'll be sweet. I also do need to go through and wire wheel this whole floor and maybe give it some rust treatment and give it a coat of something just to protect it. Yeah, she's just a little bit rusty on this side. That side over there is fine. Also, the door cards that I had spare, these pockets here are clashing with the roll bar, so I'm going to need to alter those door cards up a little bit. But besides that, I think we're actually looking pretty good. This is going to be really fun to work on. So I'll go ahead now, try and get that cover onto this brake, make sure everything's working fine, and then I might go ahead and throw one of those wider wheels on the back of this and see what we've got to play with there, and probably look at ripping this panel off. Yeah, it's not pretty. So I've gone and put the rear wheel on, and yeah, dare say she's going to need a flare if we're going to run these wheels. But yeah, that's how it look. Kind of like it. So I've just spent a little bit of time mucking around with these door cards, and I've just butchered that pocket. But now, door opens and closes, piece of cake. So call that done. So what I might do now, don't know yet, is might try and get this caliper off, pull one of those brake pads out, and then see if I can get some new ones tomorrow. And if I can get that done, I think if I put a vice grip on the rear line, somewhere in the soft part of the rear line, we should be able to bleed these brakes up. That'll be good. Okay, so I've done the guard delete. This definitely needs to be repaired. It's repaired, or just use the other one, but that's all torn up. And if you see on the inside, yeah, the guards are rolled. Not a bad job, but yeah, that one is probably no good. So what else have I done? Brake pads out, so I will take that to somewhere tomorrow and get that matched and try and get a new set of those. Radiator is mocked in for now. I don't know if we are running this one, but I just want to put bolts in holes. So that's why I've got the bonnet latch on there as well. Didn't realize I didn't have it on there the whole weekend, so that's a bit weird. Besides that, yeah, I'll get into all this tomorrow, and yeah, not a bad effort for tonight, I think. Okay, I'm just jumping back into this car, and what we're doing now is we're going to take care of this all this rust on this side. The passenger side seems all right. It's not bad, but the driver's side, yeah, it's all surface rust, so it's not too bad. So I'll just say maybe a window was left open and it's just, the water's just sat there. So I've given it a vacuum. I'm going to hit it with a wire brush, and then I'm going to put some rust converter on it and probably leave it there for now. Just let it do its thing. And then we'll jump into the rest of the car. I may even have another look at this engine for now, why this is doing what it needs to do. Yeah, okay. So I've been sitting here for about half an hour, 45 minutes, letting that stuff do what it needs to do, and it seems to be doing something. So that's cool. It stinks, by the way. Same time, just wiring up a few bits and pieces, mounting up. So headlight motors are in both sides, and the mechanisms still work. What I really want to do is actually hook power up to this car, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I may check all that before I even attempt that. So probably next video, but yeah, terminals are a bit yuck. But yeah, next video we'll hook power up and see what actually works, what doesn't. But for the time being, moving towards this engine, I am going to actually check to see how straight this E-shaft is with the dial gauge, and yeah, we'll go from there. So pretty much got this set up to go, and I'm just reading through this. If you don't have this, you should actually get it. It's free online. So I printed that off. So in here it has the specs for eccentric shaft. Now it says here that replace if run out is more than 0.06 mil. Don't know how well you can see that, but it says it right there. So what we'll do is I've got it sitting on that dimension. We'll turn it around. Oh, stop moving, stop moving. Oh, man. Okay, so we have about 0.06 mil. But it says here replace if run it is more than. So it's not ideal, but I guess we can still run it. We're gonna have to. Anyway, so because of everyone's generosity at the cruise we had last week, we are able to start looking at this engine and getting stuff done. So first port of call is I want to get the rotating assembly all balanced. So in order to do that, I need to give them this E-shaft. We need to give them the rotors as well, but I want to replace the rotor bearings in here. These ones you can see they're a bit worn through there. So what's this one like? Oh yeah, no, this one's toast. As you can see, she's pretty all the way around. So I'll get new rotor bearings, stack gear bearings, and then we'll set up the whole rotating assembly. Stack gear bearings, yeah, they're a bit worn too. So they need to be replaced. Yeah, right there. You can see it. So I'll gather up all the rotating assembly, send it away, get it balanced, and then we can look at actually start stacking the engine, which is just sitting up there. We just need apex seals, soft seal kit, water seals, all the rest. So we need oil control rings. I'm pretty sure I do have an oil pump for it. I have to dig for everything and see what we've got. We're going to need torrent bearings, we need spacers, we need quite a bit. So I'm going to hit up Mazda and see how much all that costs and go from there. But yeah, borderline, but it will work, I hope. Anyway, moving on. So if you remember a few weeks back, I actually ported this. So that's the 12A irons and rotor housings. Probably still needs another coat of paint in some areas, but this has all been bridge ported out. So they're all good. In there, I've got flywheel, other bits and pieces. I will dig that out on the weekend, see what we got. Water pump, I do need to paint that up to match that whole color scheme, through bolts and all the rest of it. So I'll dig through all of this in the next couple of days, but yeah, we need to start shopping for the simple things. Okay, so moving on with this, brake pads. Now, I jumped online today and had a look at maybe wheel bearings. I had a look at the brake pads and like Repco, Super Cheap and all the rest. I said special order. So I have gone and hit up Toy Shop on Trade Me, Toy Shop Engineering. Yep, yeah it is too. Got the sticker on my door. Toy Shop Engineering, he's always got stuff like this. Brake pads, bearings, rotors, stuff like that. So I'll get some brake pads off him. They'll take a few days, so another video. But I'll get these brakes working and yeah, we'll just carry on plucking away. As I said, we'll hook the power up into the back and just start sorting out a few other bits and pieces, but it's gonna get there. It's just gonna take a little while, but good start. So that's back on to do this video. I didn't really achieve much on it, but I have made a start, so I'm happy with that. I will wait for the brake pads to arrive with some other parts, and as I said, next video we're going to put power to this car and see what happens. But no, I dig it. It's a good project. It's going to be fun. Thank you for everyone that came to the cruise last week. It was awesome, and the money raised for this actually blew us all away, so that's really good. Thank you very much. Next video, we're going back to get the red Rx7 tomorrow. It's across in Hamilton at the tuners. We need to tie up a few little loose ends on that, and then she's away laughing. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And if you'd like to do some meetups, maybe monthly, every 2 months or something like that, let me know. Let me know your thoughts, and we could organize something, maybe take it to the same place, and no fundraising, just catch ups, you know, just meetups. Let me know. Anyway, cheers.